What is up, everybody? Hey, I'm excited. There was some really good books that came out. Some were a little bit more surprising than I thought it was going to be. So let's see what cracked my top three. Hey, first and foremost, I just want to say, May the 4th be with you. Well, that was yesterday, right? Or in the world of editing magic, it's actually the time that I'm recording this, May the 4th. So I'm celebrating my Star Wars shirt. So yeah, I'm hoping that you guys celebrated, watched a little Star Wars, did something fun with it. And yeah. So if you guys notice, maybe, that behind me, I'm actually working a little bit more to try to get this looking a little bit better. I'm adding shelves for Funko Pops, and this side right here, it's still empty, but I'm gonna have that. I'm gonna have it looking good here soon. So I'm excited about that, and completely random stuff. I know, completely random, but anyway, if you like this video, please like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Before I get into my top three, just let me know what your top three videos, or let me know what your top three comics were for this week. I'm always curious to hear. So with that being said, let's get into my top three. So my number three comic of the week this week is a comic that I've been looking forward to for a while. And it finally came out. So that comic is none other than Astrobots, issue number 1. And I gotta say, this surprised me a little bit more than I thought it was. I was kind of like, all right, is this gonna be a little bit of a knockoff kind of Transformers type thing, or whatever? But Simon Furman, he did Transformers stuff before, so he kind of like knows what to do and what not to do. But anyway, this was pretty awesome. The artwork in here was amazing. Let me try to find a page that's not too spoilery that will help with the art. Yeah, this is pretty good. I don't know how well you guys can see, but so yeah. So this artwork is pretty awesome, and so as far as the story, I like the story a lot. I mean, so there's this Astrobots, which is the species, whatever. They're here for humankind, to help and save and rescue humankind, and they have ships coming from Earth with humans coming to their planet that they created, and this, that, and the other. And then you got this other robot that's like old that they thought was like died off. This particular model or whatever robot died off, but apparently this one, I forget the name of him, but he's like the last one apparently. But he stumbles across a city, but he has a warning for them about not letting this ship come and whatever the case. So pretty quick summary, but this book is awesome. I definitely recommend it. If you're a Transformers fan, definitely recommend it. Even if you were not necessarily a Transformers fan, this has Transformers vibes, but it's not trying to be the Transformers, in my opinion. So it's definitely awesome. Astrobots, issue number 1 from Whatnot Publishing is my number 3 book of the week. Another comic that really surprised me. I had high expectations because of the creative team, and I'll just get to it. Shazam, issue number 1, was my number 2 comic of the week. And, you have Dan Mora and Mark Waid on this comic, and really that was mostly the biggest thing that sold me on just going ahead and pick this up, because like I said, I never really read Shazam before, ever. So this is my first experience, and I gotta say, the way that Mark Waid wrote this, you don't have to be a very, like an expert Shazam fan, because he really catches you up on things and he explains things, and it's very new reader friendly. So this is awesome. The story is pretty cool. I mean, it's Shazam, right? You got a lot of goofiness, and I gotta say, the one part like at the beginning with the dinosaurs, that whole thing, I was like, that part of the book, I didn't really like. I thought it was just too corny, like too. So I didn't. But I still kept reading, and man, it just, for me, after the whole dinosaur thing, it just really picked up from there and just skyrocketed, man. And a lot of like explanation of things, and are they going to call him Captain now instead of Shazam, because he can't say Shazam? But then the way the book ended, the way this comic ended, not going to give any spoilers really, but I mean, he just starts blabbering on and saying some crazy stuff. And then he don't realize what he's doing, but we'll see what happens with that. That's how that comic ended. But I'm not going to go into detail about that because I don't want to spoil. But anyway, I'm going to definitely be picking up issue number 2 of this. And yeah, so Shazam issue number 1 is my number 2 comic of the week. Guys, let me tell you, this comic that is my number 1 comic of the week completely threw me off. Completely threw me off. I did not expect this. I expected it to be good. I thought I had a feeling I was going to enjoy it. Didn't expect it to be my comic of the week level type of comic. But for me, Batman 135 Legacy number 900. And let me tell you, I know a lot of people are like kind of iffy and whatever with this comic, with this arc from Chip Zdarsky. But I've actually been enjoying it. I'm not too big on the multiverse type thing, but I took the story for what it is, and I've actually kind of grown to like this arc. And this comic right here, if you're a Batman fan, regardless of this Batman title or detective title or whatever the case, if you're a Batman fan, this comic right here, I would imagine that you would like it a lot. And I say that because this particular issue, it's being a Legacy 900 issue. This takes a trip through the history of Batman in a way, because he's following him around and jumping from multiverse to multiverse, and in each different universe that they go to is a different version of Batman. Now, these different versions of Batman are historical Batman that we've known in the past from the early 60s, like the very first, like the TV show Batman and Robin, the Batman 1989. You got all of these different types of Batmans that we've seen before, the different suits, this different artwork that we were used to seeing in those particular Batman comics. I thought it was really amazing. And I'll just try to give you a quick example of what I'm talking about. So right here, you got these different versions of, and this is when they're traveling through the multiverse. And yeah, I mean, you see the different artwork and the different versions of Batman. So I think it's freaking amazing. And you got pages and pages of content like that. For me, I enjoyed that to no end, man. Surprised me. But Batman in this story, he I don't know if I want to say it. I'm fighting myself internally. Okay, I'll just say spoiler. This is going to be kind of a spoiler. So I'll just say it. Batman, he not a major spoiler, I'll say that, but nonetheless, he gets a new suit. and I absolutely love this suit, and I hope he has this suit going forward, because it's nice, man. It kind of pays homage to like an older Batman, but it's kind of modern as well. So I love it, man. So we'll see about the suit. Um, but the way this book ends, it's like I'm not gonna tell you the ending. I'm just kind of confused a little bit. Do we go back to Batman's home universe, his home world? I could. I don't really know. That's kind of left me hanging just for a second. So I'm not sure about that. We'll see. Got to check this book out, man. I'm happy with this. So now this is the end of the arc. We're gonna kind of start to move forward now. And apparently, according to the solicits, Catwoman's gonna be more involved in the next arc and stuff. So that's always fun. I like Batman and Catwoman. That's always a good combination right there. Anyway, getting too far ahead of myself. So Batman issue 135, Legacy 900. This is my number one comic of the week, man. Man, check this out, please. Please. Well, there you have it. That's my top 3 comics, man. Those are my top 3 comics of this week. So please let me know what you guys think of my top 3. How you feel about this Batman Legacy 900. I'm really curious. Let me know what you thought about that if you read it. But yeah, with that being said, man, celebrate May the 4th. And tomorrow, free comic book day, man. Go out there and support your LCS. Go out there and support your local comic book shop. Hey, it's a perfect way to introduce comics to new people, right? I mean, a lot of comic book shops have their own sales and events and things going on, man. It's a great time. Definitely get out there, go support your LCS. Free comic book day, man. And yeah, I can't wait. I cannot wait. So with that being said, man, you spend a lot of money on comics, so make sure you read them, because they're not going to read themselves.